Okie dokie. So I've got a couple of things here. So there's a board. That goes with that. So if the customer's in the chat, he might, well, he would recognise these. Okay, no daughter boards. So I can do limited tests on these if I successfully repair them. But I think I remember this customer. This has been in the queue for about a week now. Right, so these are going to be interesting. You know this board, do you? Yes, you do. Yeah, these are yours, Fat Tech. These I've had for about a week. I think maybe a few days longer. Right, so right, so these belong to Fat Tech. So yeah, let's not fuck them up because he's watching. I've covered up your info there, mate, so don't worry about that. Right, board 1 has had the retimer replaced, but still no video. You've also swapped the chip in the image below with board 2, still no video. But with the hard drive plugged in, you can hear it booting up, warms up and power stays on. Okay, so yes, so that what you're pointing to on that image is the ESD IC. So let's have a look at this one first. See what's going on. So you say there's no video. Right, there's no screws there. Okay. Cool. Right, so let me confirm that there's no video first. Right, I won't bother replacing the thermal pasta because I only need to turn it on for a minute. So as long as it stays cool enough. I mean, it doesn't really use any graphics power on well, in safe mode, so it don't get hot really. Okay, I do need a hard drive though, that might help. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to test it with my known good hard drive. So this is 100% working. You've got the pasta. Yeah, it's kind of pointless putting thermal paste on. Yeah, so the hard drive is definitely spinning. Let's see if it gets a picture, shall we? No signal. Let's give it a minute. So I will let that go down for a minute or so. And if it doesn't pick up signal in a minute but it doesn't shut off, then it's not a hard drive fault. So that's why I always give them a minute. Sometimes, well, just over a minute I'll give them. If it doesn't shut down in the first minute, then generally it's not a hard drive issue. This hard drive was working last time I tested it, so it should be fine. Started to remove one but gave up. They're a bit of a pain. So are the retimers on these. Yeah, so I'm down to 1:45 on there. 1 minute 45 on the TV. So it's been on for like 1 minute and 20 seconds, and it hasn't come onto the display. So, yeah, definitely no display. Oh, nah, don't worry about the flux, mate. I'll clean it up. So I'm just curious, mate. You know when you took the chip off the, when you took the chip off that board, or when you took the chips off and you swapped them over, did they get reballed or did they just get dropped back on? Drop back on. Okay, so it could be a case of the ball's not making an even contact. Yeah, so them pads might not be making a contact then. Just given, I mean, that's fairly flat to the board. Let me just check for shorts in this area. The problem is you can't buy these ESD ICs. So that can be a bit of a nightmare when they do fail. Oh, them ones are meant to be shorted, never mind. Interesting. I don't know if they're meant to be shorted. Okay, now the shorts just disappeared. Wait, what? That was beeping just. Odd. Yeah, I think you know how to bypass them, didn't you, Phil? Right, so let's have a look at these. Might not be enough solder on a couple of them joints. Right, so what I'll do, before I do anything, because I can't see any shorts, actually let's have a look at this HDMI port. Let's just see what the case is with these. I'm just going to give them the nudge test. Yeah, so that port's soldered good. That port is soldered. So what I can do, I can try running the iron over this chip, and if that don't solve it, then I can try replacing the chip just in case the chip's bad. I can clearly see the chip's been replaced, but basically, yeah, anything could have happened during installation. So I'll run the iron over it first, and if that don't fix it, then I'll replace it. Alright, so I'm going to use the micro pencil, and I don't mean find it, fix it, Philipp's penis. That's too small. We drop down to 40% airflow. Switch hands, bear with me. I just did order that while my iron was asleep. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Never mind. I wonder why I was struggling a bit to transfer solder. Should be enough solder on there now. Let's have a look at the other sides. Yep. Yep. And this one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Power lead. Where's my power lead gone? It's right in front of my face. It's right in front of my face. Okay. Turn her on. No, that's not going to give a signal. Definitely not. Right. Okay. Patek, are these your boards or do they belong to the customer, mate? Just wondering. Right. So, there's that encoder. Oh, so he was going to resell one and, yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. What did you buy him from eBay or something, mate? I'm just curious as to the history on them, that's all. Oh, why do you keep going to sleep, soldering iron? I really need to sort that iron out. The micro pencil is not recommended for this work. 71.80 for the other. Ooh, it's a bit high. Yeah, so basically I took the soldering iron, I took the screw off. I don't know what reason it was, but I took the screw off and I over tightened it and I've just been too lazy to change it. Or too lazy to fix it. So occasionally it just randomly sleeps. Brands. Banking new encoder. Ugh, we've got a solder blob there. Where's that from? Probably come off my iron. Yeah. I want to practice soldering these without hot air, I do. Not on this one, but I want to practice it. The only problem is you can't get to the ground plane. That's all. Average price to pay for a faulty PlayStation. It depends on the fault, mate. But unknown faults, generally I don't pay. Well, as a general rule, I don't pay more than about £70 for any console. Unless it was like a PS5 or something. Solder looks dull. Yeah, it's solder paste. It's solder paste what I've used, so it's a little bit duller than normal. I'll just temporarily solder that down. Well, tack it down. Add some flux. Squeeze out. That's not centered. Thank you. Never had one apart. What repair do I dread the most? I don't really dread any repair. I'll go into any repair. I'll say this to people all the time. Always go into repairs believing that you can fix it. Because if you don't, then it's going to knock your confidence and you're not going to fix it. So I don't really dread any repair, to be honest. I'll just do my best to repair them all. Reboarding switch ran by hand. They don't actually take that long. Come on, I'm not wasting no more flux. Get back over there. Thank you. Ah, the ambidextrous solderer. P. Lovely. I'll just let that cool down for a minute. Watching your own board be fixed. Yeah, till the technician screws up live. It's not fun when you watch it get screwed up live. Well, I think that's good. I don't ever need to inspect them pins. It's fun until the moment it all goes wrong live on stream. Any hot air repair near plastic parts? Good point, actually. Yeah. Anywhere near plastic components can be a pain in the backside. Yeah, if you want to get really nice joints, use a little bit of hot air with the micro pencil. Find it, fix it, flip it. We're not talking about the joints that you use, mate. Anyway, yeah. So obviously, if this don't fix it and I can't fix the board, then I won't be out. I will have to remove that encoder. But and the reason for that, I wouldn't normally remove them. I'd normally just leave it on there and think whatever. But they're becoming scarce, like real scarce. It's actually quite worrying. They're increasing in price, and DigiKey and Mozart have had no stock for 2 weeks. So these encoders are becoming a bit scarce. Turn it on. Let's turn on the TV. See if it wants to pick up now. No. Right, I think it is bypass ESD IC time. I think. Because we can't buy these ESD ICs. Right, you are. So, find it, fix it, flip it. Sent me a diagram of the ESD IC to run jumpers. So we're going to do that, I think. Cool. Right, so I'll pull that up on. He sent it me on Facebook as well, so I'll put it up on Facebook. So basically, I believe we've got to jump this wire. So we're going to bridge this trace to this trace and then to this trace. This trace needs to be bridged to this trace. This trace needs to be bridged to here. And here needs to be bridged to here. I believe that's it. So let's do that then, shall we? Because we can't buy these, I think that's pretty much the only option. So I'm going to remove this chip. These ESD ICs are basically just filters, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's definitely well out, that is. Anyone see that? Yeah, that was miles out. Let's try that. Really quickly, let's just try that. That was a little bit out. I think a reball might possibly help with that, but I haven't got any 0.25mm balls, and I haven't got a stencil that can reball them. Not without leaving extra balls on the chip. Yeah, that's still no display. Yeah, never mind. I think it was out anyway, unless I knocked it. Which I don't think I did. And it's just overheated on me. Oh shit, there's no hard drive in it. What the fuck am I doing? Damn it. I'm an idiot. Well, it's not going to display without an hard drive, so let's try it. Let's try it with a hard drive in it, shall we? I'm an idiot. That's why he shut down. It didn't overheat, he shut down because it had no hard drive in it. Huh. Right. Still not displaying anyway though, to be fair, so yeah. I wasn't looking at chat either, did anyone even tell me? Yeah, you did. There's no display anyway still. Oh, I did put the clamp on. What the fuck? See? Yeah, still no display. I'm giving it the wiggle test as well and it's still not showing up. Yeah, see, there was one of them pads. Looks like it wasn't even connected. Just there. Yeah, that would never be making a contact, sadly. Hmm. So I could have attempted to just replace the solder and drop it back on, but is it really worth it? What is it we're talking about? Send what to me, mate? Send what to me? Ow! Bloody burnt myself again. Nothing new there. Look, this has been taken off another board, so it could well be dead anyway. That's a problem. Yeah, that's the issue, is they could be dead anyway. I wouldn't mind reboarding them because it's not that many balls, but the problem is I haven't got any .25 mils. Ow! I keep stabbing myself. I haven't got any .25 mil balls. So yeah, it'd be rather difficult without a stencil. Alright, well, let's just I think the best option is a bypass, to be honest. Because that way at least then you're not going to get that, you're not going to get this issue in the future. Like if this works, you're not going to get the issue in the future anyway. Like if you bypass it. So I think it's probably the best option. Where is my blade? It's in a tub behind me. There it is. Right. So first one, or first step, add a bit of flux. Second step, I'm going to run a jumper wire from pin number 19 over to So I'm going from pin 19 there. Let me grab a decent pair of tweezers as well, because I don't want to handle jumper wire without good tweezers. So I'll preferably need a pair that are going to close. There we go. Right. So my iron is on right next to me, so I need to be careful. I don't end up burning myself. I'm going to jump that to there. And from there, it's going to go to this trace here. So I believe this is pretty much just recreating what's inside the ESD IC, because the ESD IC is pretty much just a bunch of filters. It's pretty much just a coil of wires. So this is pretty much just recreating that. Yeah, you could bypass the 1S ones as well, mate, yeah. I've got 1S ESD ICs. Sadly, you just haven't got any of these ones because you can't buy them. And all my donor boards, I've used them all. They're like gold dust, these things. Literally like gold dust. Just clean that off so I can see. Right, so there's that one. So it's going from pin 19 to this capacitor just here. Hang on a minute, no, that's the wrong capacitor. Damn it. Ah, God bollocks. That's the wrong one. Ah! Come on. You will have enough to reach. Just. Just. Oh dear. Temperature inside my room? I don't know. It's around about 18 degrees Celsius, something like that. Yeah, so that just about reached. Right, next we have the blue one. If anyone wants this image schematic thing, I can send it. Phil, find it, fix it, Philip. It sent it me just. But I'll confirm it works before sending the image across. I have known that you can bypass it for a long time, but I've never done it. But people in the community have done it. Right, so we have this resistor here has got to go to this side of C15. This is coated wire, by the way, so it doesn't matter if any of these wires do cross. it won't sort anything out. So that side of C15. Next is purple, which is that resistor there. Yes, this soldering iron is excessively large for this job. Never mind. So that's got to go to there. Such a minute area. Yeah, it really is. I don't make it any easier on myself, let's put it that way. Definitely don't make it any easier on myself. Okay, so we've got red, blue, purple, and orange is the last one, which is this cap here to this trace here. Yeah, I definitely could make my life a little bit simpler by using a smaller iron. Alright, so just expose that. Alright, so now it's finally this cap here. There we go. And clean up. And there's your new ESD IC. There's your new ESD IC. You shake less than me. I'm used to it, mate. I'm used to working in really confined areas on the board. I have to choose my words carefully there. I was going to say I'm used to being in tight spaces. That's what she said. Test first. Yeah, I'm going to test it, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. Right, so I'm just going to make sure, well, I'm just inspecting it closely just to make sure there's no shorts. Well, no bridges. Just reshape a couple of these wires. I will put conformal, if this works, I will put conformal coating over it. But yeah, I'm not going to coat it until I know it works. So there's a stray piece of jumper wire just there, which would cause a short. There you go. That's a charge, Phil, be careful. Oh dear. Yeah, so if this works, I'll put conformal coating over it. Across everything. Oh yeah. Let's hope for the best. Well, if this one works, then it looks good for the other one as well. Because it's less things I've got to worry about on the other one. Because the first thing you worry about when you get a Xbox One X has no displays is the ESD IC dead. Well, No magic smoke. It hasn't shut down. Nope. Oh, for fuck's sake, there's no hard drive again. Ah! One of these days, I'm going to get it right. Please work. Oh! Yes! Ha ha! Woohoo! 1-0. 1-0. Oh man. Double or triple open Xbox bypass. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, it's working. I can't do any more tests than that because I haven't got the disk drive, but yeah, mate, I cannot guarantee that's going to work in 4K because I can't test it. TV's gone into wank mode. That's fixed now. You'll do the rest. Yeah, it's. I mean, I can't, mate, I can't guarantee that's going to work in 4K. But it should technically work in 4K, but I can't guarantee it. Money printer go brrr. Thank you, Kratos. 1 up, yeah. Thanks, mate. Well, 1 down. We might as well do the other one. I've got to rewatch the stream and see my face when that come on. Yeah, 1 down. 1 down. Yeah, cheers for that image, Phil. Look, well, there's 1 down. Cool.